Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and so I'm pressing the buttons to get started so that way you can see everybody's chat. And today, in today's live stream, we're weaving chainmail, we are opening some mail, we're, I don't know, making jewelry, I guess. I know that I left y'all on Thursday saying that we were going to go, we had a crystal mining trip planned, and that fell through. We rescheduled it for next week, and that should work out better. We think Randy's ankle's feeling much better. He finally popped it, and it's like, so he can walk on it again. But yeah, we figured it'd be better to reschedule since we hadn't actually booked anything yet. Hey everybody, hey Nicole, hey Gwen, hey Daniel, hey Brittany, hey Lisa, hey Robin. It's great to see y'all in here today. Hey Patricia. We did successfully get Patreon completely taken care of for June. As usual, if you guys didn't get your package in the mail in the next like week or so, be sure to send me a message and we'll hunt down your tracking info and get that sorted out for you. As per tradition, I forgot to put the clasps in the chainmail kit, so I'm sorry for like all of the chainmail kits, completely forgot. So hola Sarah. Ooh, Christy says, how are you doing today? Are you going crystal mining tomorrow? No, we're thinking about going and throwing some pottery tomorrow. Maybe. Or going to a glass studio. We're not certain. Or kayaking or hiking. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. Because we're like torn between this. If we don't go like do something fun outside of the house, we're just going to get stuck in work mode. And just making chainmail and prepping for Tokyo and Tulsa. So, hey Jackie. Juan's asking Nightbot for help. I don't know if Nightbot can help you. Hey, Jim. Don't hit anyone with the pottery you throw. Right, Jody? I actually have some packages from Jim today, so we'll be opening that up. Amy says, hello, you look beautiful, and I think you smell good, too. It's all an illusion. I don't know. I smell all right, I guess. I don't know. Randy's still in the shower. Hey, Maddie. Come say hey to your mother. Sporting my new wire wrapped heart pendant. Oh, right on. Do you like I hope you like it better in person. Yes, we have a pile of mail behind us today. See, proof that she's still alive. Send us the ransom, Amy.
Hello, mother.
She's so done with our shit, Amy. She's like, you guys are lame, right? She's like, I think she still likes us. Maybe. But yeah, we're running late today, so Randy's still in the shower. He isn't even in there moderating for us yet. So, oh, she said she misses your face. Maddie. You miss her face too? Ah, she misses your face too, Amy. I don't know how we're gonna handle it when she goes back home. Like all of us are going to be devastated, and I'm trying to fix the tripod. There we go. Okay. Actually, I did a thing. Am I fully charged? 99%, close enough. So, for those of y'all who are patrons, you already saw this, but I rearranged my space a little bit. So here you can see the wire wrapping area. We changed out for this is actually my stepdad's drafting table that I stole from him. And I don't know, I traded it with, in there over yonder, there's my old sewing desk that actually like can keep a sewing machine inside of it. Yeah, oh, I know, Penny, we don't get to keep her forever. We have to give her back. So there's that. But I traded those because this one, it's a nice desk, but it's not quite solid enough to do a lot of hammering and leather working on. So whereas my sewing desk is, and it gives me more surface area to cover with stuff. So that's good. Nicole says, I ordered an electroforming kit last week. It's supposed to be here Thursday. I'm so excited. You inspired me to give it a try. Right on. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. I decided not to tumble this one since I had already taken the latex off. And so I just hand burnished it a little bit with like a stainless steel brush. And that brought out, I felt like some of the details in the high points. And I'm actually going to be wire wrapping over it. Thanks, Teresa. Kat said, I ordered a mug of stuff and I cannot wait. Right on. Yeah, we'd had the mugs in stock for like, it can't have been 2 years, so it must have only been a year. But it's amazing how much space 23 mugs takes up. So we decided, because I ran out of boxes for the I crapped my box stuff kit, like stuff box. So now I was gonna call it the mugga crap, but Randy was like, nah, let's call it the muggo stuff. And he did like there was like a rainbow. So we have around 20 mugs of stuff left. And you get the same like craft box, like it's a mug full of stuff inside of a box. So Randy Mod isn't here yet. Give us the dirt. Okay, so on Father's Day, story time. Story time. Father's Day. Happy late Father's Day to everybody, by the way. It was always like a hard day for me because I miss my dad and I miss my stepdad, and I'm very lucky to have a lot of really wonderful father figures and like brothers and stuff in my life. Mandy, she's like, yes, it worked. But I woke up, was having a wonderful morning, which is odd for this time of month. So like, and I come downstairs, and the night before, Randy and I had been watching a documentary about the amazing Jonathan, the comedy magician who's been around since like the 70s, I think. So like, I don't know, he's worth a Google for sure. And we had watched like 40 minutes of it the night previous, then hit pause so we could go to bed, and we resumed it, and it was right in the point where like his career's falling apart. He's done so many drugs that he's dying. Like, just everybody like tears. Okay, I was like ugly crying like hard, and then and I was trying to wake up, and I went over and like I started brewing my coffee, but I never put a cup under the thing. I don't know if he's dead. I just, in the documentary, it didn't say R.I.P., but the doctor was like, you're over here to live because your heart's broke. Like it's like a rock with one little pulsating spot instead of like, yeah. Is he dead? Oh God, I don't know, but so I'm sitting on the floor, like crying, like texting my stepdad, happy, Father's Day, being like, I can't call him right now because I'm like big anime snot booger, like bubble, just ooh, ooh, tears. Hormones are a hell of a drug. And I brewed coffee all over my kitchen. And Randy just looks at me, he's like, this is a great Father's Day. So yeah, that's all that's been going. And fortunately, Maddie wasn't awake yet because I didn't want her to see me just completely have a hormone meltdown. But yeah, it's been a good week. So that being said, let's open some mail. I'm not gonna be able to answer too many questions right now. Yeah, just like that, like the big swingy, like sad tears. Mess and a half. No, it was fine. It was the only time the kitchen gets mopped, honestly, is whenever I brew coffee without the cup under it. Saying, please, thumbnail grow back. Oh, no. Oh, geez, Michelle. Hey, Christina? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, okay, cool. He's still alive. Right on. That's excellent. Being alive is a wonderful thing. Ooh, now there's no note in here. Oh my god. Y'all. Check out these tree molds. I'm gonna have to make some resin trees. Eee! Oh, these are so cool. Who sent me these so I can thank you properly? Oh, these are so cool. I can't wait. I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna make like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, but lots of stuff. Like, because immediately I'm like, Pearlex pigments. Yeah. Oh, no, I've told her all about how I'm hitting second puberty and growing a beard and, like, and she's like, this is bull crap. Because she's on, like, the front end of it. Just being 12. And then I'm like, and I keep hearing horror stories of menopause. So I'm like, this just doesn't end, does it? Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah, Brissy, if somebody could send me a message with Abigail's address, so I can send her like a little care package. Okay, so Jim, is this one for Randy, or is the big one for Randy? Right? That's what I was thinking, Mandy, to like make a resin tree and then like wire wrap around that or something. I don't know. It would be cool though. The woman beard is no joke, like 100%. It's ridiculous. Snapple singles. Are these for Randy Jim? Hey, Sam! The she beard. I wish it were slightly more fashionable to have like just a cute little like goatee as a lady, but I can't even grow a beard right. It's like I'm a neck bearded nerd. Ooh. Which one's this one? Tea drink, lemon tea. Hey, Randy?
Yes.
I think I opened your present from Jim.
What?
Here you go. I love you. He just looked. What'd you step in? Just the floor?
Mm-hmm.
You want me, can I flip it around?
Mine.
Are they not?
I don't think so.
You're on camera now. You're so pretty. I love you. Did you shave?
I did.
You look very nice.
Yeah, I think these are yours.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know if I liked it. I don't know. I've never drunk these before. Ooh, are these a different flavor though? Oh, I guess I'll turn the... It does a bit, doesn't it? Great Lakes. Oh, I like him, you guys. They are patients. Don't just walk away. Bitch ass, candy ass. I love you. I'm sorry I cuss at you a lot. Hey, there's Kool-Aid in here.
Yes, that's what that is.
No, well, there's Snapple as well. We're gonna have a party. Do these make, Jim, do these make good mixers? Hashtag not an alcoholic, but might be. The shorter necklace you have on, what is it made of? It is brass and jade. It was actually in, it was some broken jewelry that was given to me. And I was going to send it out in a crap box, but then I was like, I kind of like that. Like, I don't know. I always wanted to be the kind of person, like, that wears multiple necklaces, but I always feel like it gets really bunched up, like, here. So I really like on some of them to kind of stack the super thin chains. Ooh, drinks for both, pogs for Randy. There's pogs? But yeah, they had some super cute little earrings. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Music says, I got 4 5-week-old baby chickens. I'm so excited. We built our coop and everything. Oh, do they even have, like, do they have their, like, grown-up feathers yet, or are they still straight fluff? Okay, I'm opening up the big box from Jim. The big box. Oh, I'm snagged on a cord. Here we go. Coming over this way. Oh, and I did a little bit more rearranging over on my metalworking desk as well. Because we're actually, I'm so bad we have not even gone and gotten the propane and oxygen and additional fire extinguisher yet. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty afraid of blowing myself up. I'm ignorant, and my ignorance is the core of fear and all that. So, but yeah, I got my spot rearranged in anticipation. Yep, couch dog. Sam, stop licking the cushion. You're weird. I love you though. But yeah, I had to take the little like mandala backdrop off because the dogs had discolored it. Hey Natalie, how's it going? Root beer singles! I don't even know how that works. Holy crap, Randy!
Yeah.
There's like Jolly Rancher singles right on.
Jolly Rancher single.
Yeah, and like lemonade. Holy crap, Jim. Ooh, inks.
Ooh, candy that Jim made all
Really?
hard coating on and just put it back in.
Happy and Jim candy. That's not candy, those are, ooh, more stamps.
Oh my goodness.
It's
What are
not
you doing?
candy at all. Can you help me,
No.
please?
No, I cannot.
I need help.
There's no helping.
But there's pogs in here for you, he said. The beautiful bearded man said that there's pogs for you. Ooh, more glitter. More glitter. And more stamps.
Where's the little one?
What
the
little
little
ones? Ooh, what's this?
Hey.
What?
Where's the little box?
It has a band-aid on it.
Hey. Where's the little box?
Oh. Are there pogs in the bottom of this
Hey.
one? Hey, I don't know. I'm super intrigued. Jim, is this like...
I know.
This is a body part. I'm going to be pretty upset. I'm just saying. Like... This is also a body part. Right? Oh, and then... He knows me so well. Craft sticks. I use the heck out of those. I'm going to open up these potentially body parts. But yeah, it's got like a band-aid. The new thumbnail, thumb still attached. Random stranger's tooth. I remember as a kid, you weren't supposed to open your mail because it like might have had anthrax in it. And now I'm like, oh, it's even better than anthrax. Check out this ammonite. Holy crap, Jim. Holy anthrax, Batman. Slightly disappointed that it wasn't like a body part, but I'll take an ammonite. Right, Corey? I remember the anthrax drama, right? No, I mean, there was genuine, like, what the crap? Like, what even was that? Was there ever actually any anthrax in anything?
Yes.
There was?
Yes.
Oh, are they? They're sister halves. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Jen. This is so cool. The Unicomber? Yeah. Right on, Christy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you so much for all of this. This is perfect. Maddie and I are going to go through the stamps later. I get to introduce her to stamping now. Y'all, she has been doing so well in the Craftroom. She does chainmail better than I do. Like, she and Randy yesterday made this. It's a chainmail hacky sack. I can't hacky sack, but it's a lot of fun. And it glows in the dark, but you can't tell because it's really bright in here. So I'm holding it under a light. Hey, Sparky.
Found him.
Need a unicomber if you have a unibrow. Oh, you found the pogs?
Yes.
Pick out your favorite one and show me.
Oh, it's gonna take a minute.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys will be able to... No, you're not going to be able to see it glowing. But it's full of the same... I'm dying. Was there anthrax in this, Jim? Damn it. Sorry. I had bunion surgery and I have my bunion bone if you want it. Oh, Kat, that's okay. You should keep that.
Please don't send body parts.
Joking, by the way. Okay. Please don't send us body parts in the mail. Like, maybe. I don't know.
No.
Okay, Randy says no, so none of that.
It's gonna get questionable.
I'm still waiting to get a box from you. Or are you just in love with Vaughn and Randy? Oh, patience. But yeah, check it out, guys. Maddie made a hacky sack.
She made over 50% of it.
Yep. Super good. And then I filled it and then stitched it. Wire wrapped that bunion bone. Oh my god, you guys. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thank you so much, Jim. And who was... Thank you. Whoever sent me these molds.
Don't you have the box?
It just had the shipper's information on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get this camera turned around. And we're going to start weaving some chainmail. I made some faux ivory from polymer clay book you recommended. Right on, Candace. Sounds like it'd be really cool. That's your favorite one? What is it? Let's see. Tough guy. Gosh, the 90s were just a thing, weren't they?
I mean, this guy has pizza.
I want to see the pizza one. Do y'all remember
This
Pogs?
guy's got an apple.
Holy crap. Do we know?
I know, right? I was kind of looking at that. I don't know, we'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
See him if he ever made any art for Pogs.
Yeah, I mean, it's copyright Ed Roth.
They could
I don't know.
just
We'll have,
manufacture
yeah,
Pogs.
I don't know. We'll have to check into that. Yeah. Have you seen kids using the Nefimo leather effect clays? Do you have any yet? I have not been able to get my hands on any yet, Penny. I've been peeking into it, and it looks amazing. Does Randy collect pogs? Only from Jim. Yeah, well, we just swapped desks because I thought this one would be a little bit better of a backdrop. Um, but okay, focus. This month we sent out in our chainmail kits for Patreon, I think 3 different ring sizes, and each of them are good for weaving European 4-in-1. So what I was going to do is I was going to have some examples woven because this is just the live stream, but I'm actually shooting an additional tutorial on this to explore the variations that you can get with different ring sizes within European 4-in-1. So right now I'm working with a 16 gauge 1/4 inch, and these are all rings that Randy and I coiled and cut ourselves out of bright aluminum. Yeah, since discovering the heartbreak of not being able to get into making my own fused glass, I'm starting to look more into the potential of anodizing our own aluminum. That way we could start sending out colored rings in our craft along kits. But we'll play that by ear. So, oh, hey, mistress, we're doing great. Okay, let me mess about with the tripod a little bit. Oh no. Yeah, the dogs still are not used to the idea that we've got new neighbors across the street that come and go at all odd hours because they're renovating. So they've been losing their minds for days. The dogs have. So I'm just hooking through one and then the other. Ooh, yeah. Gator back. Is that where you do kind of like half Persian 3-in-1 on each side? Sorry, there's so many different names for all the different weaves. Okay. So also, now that we've opened mail and we're on to crafting, if y'all have any questions, be sure to do the @ and then Yvonne Williams, just like how my screen name shows. And Randy, who's very generously moderating for me. I still have Sudoku up. Come on, Vaughn. Will send that over to me, and I'll be able to answer y'all's questions. But yeah, you can see we've got the 4-in-1 coming along now. Hey, Cindy. Well, thank you. I hope y'all have had a wonderful weekend, and I appreciate y'all joining me here today. Okay. Barbara asks, why can't you get into fused glass? Our house's electricity will not support a kiln. It would be really, really high risk of us burning our house down, basically. Congratulations, Carol, on getting your scooter. But yeah, it's we had our friend who's an electrician look at it, like just kind of like look at our house because the whole thing's supported off of like 4 fuses. Like we don't even have like a breaker box, and the cost that it would take to invest in updated wiring, like we're low key. I'm not gonna lie, guys. We're considering renting warehouse space or something, like something with like more industrial, like 220 outlets kind of stuff. And then we talked to some folks over, the gentleman over at a fused glass studio in Springfield, and he was like, it's about the equivalent of running a microwave for 24 hours at a time. And we were like, yeah, we can't run the microwave for like 10 minutes without blowing a fuse. So, ooh, Maxine says, would a chainmail bracelet be a good base for a charm bracelet? I think it would be fantastic. I actually use a half Persian 3-in-1 for the base of my charm bracelet. Ooh, Mistress says, what's a good place to get your beads for good prices? You can actually do !Gym, and that's, I think, oh gosh, it just slipped my mind. Is it the bead shop? but they've got great prices on a lot of things. I also do a lot of shopping on Amazon, eBay, and Fire Mountain Gems. And a lot of it is some places are better for some things than others. Yep. Natasha says, I feel your pain. We have two 220 outlets, the stove and the dryer. So basically, if we need to hook up a tool, we have to pull out an appliance. Yep. Oh, seriously. With the rings from this month's kit for European 6-in-1. I think it would be a little too stiff. Excuse me, a little too stiff. Like a little too dense, but you could try it. I know I've used the 16 gauge 1/4 inch for European 6-in-1 when I'm using stretchy rings for the outside. I'm gonna get some water. When it comes to drawings and the bigger pieces you create, what things do you usually draw your inspiration from? I find myself with art block often. Oftentimes I'll I really like doing fine art of like mandalas or like fairies and nature stuff. Like I love doing watercolors of like plants. Like nature and the realm of like sci-fi and fantasy inspire me endlessly. Kizzy asks, I've been asked to make a keepsake in resin out of a dog footprint, which is a plaster of Paris. Should I coat the plaster with resin and then make a silicone mold? You could make a silicone mold directly from the plaster, I believe. It wouldn't hurt to maybe seal it with an acrylic sealer first, just to keep any from breaking off into the silicone. Or if you wanted like a smoother texture. We actually, Denise, we coiled and cut our own rings. So in these ones here, the small ones are etched aluminum. Colleen says, would the rings from this month's kit work for 6-in-1? Yeah, I think it'd be just a little, like, I'd recommend 18 gauge 1/4 inch or 16 gauge 5/16, for 6-in-1. Which we might do that for next month, if you guys want, for the chainmail. Because I heard y'all's feedback on, you know, even if we send less rings, just do like a solid project. And I intended to do that this month, but completely forgot to put the clasps in y'all's kits. So sorry. I'll send a bunch of clasps next month. Tracy says, I was checking your Etsy to see the shipping cost to me is $16. So I say pay $16 per item, or can we combine? Tracy, if you purchase them separately, it'll charge you $16, but if you do it all in one transaction, it's just $16 for your whole order. And usually for international folks, I slip in quite a few freebies to try to offset, because it's ridiculous how much shipping is. But there's not a whole lot that Randy and I, can do about that. So we have to charge what we charge for it, but I do try to offset it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Teresa asks, what did you do to your little finger on your left hand? This bad boy got bopped by a hammer like anywhere from 3 to 6 months ago. I can't remember. I just feel like it's been like this forever. And so now I've got my creepy little hunchback finger, that the fingernail won't grow in right, but it also won't fall off the rest of the way. And I think like something fungal happened, so I've been treating it inconsistently with tea tree oil. And I just need to, I think I'm saying it in standard wire gauge. I think. And so I don't know, it's just, and from the trauma of hitting it, it has like a split from the nail bed, and I usually have a band-aid on it, because it's kind of gross and creepy looking, but #artist life. Yeah, so I kind of wish it would just, like, I took my nice nails for granted for a long time, because now anything that snags it just hurts so bad. Okay. Sparky says, you keep saying gauge sizes, but as that it's standard wired gauge, I believe, for the most part. I think.
What did you tell Tracy?
Could be wrong. About what?
About the shipping?
That if she purchases it all in one,
Okay.
then it's just $16.
Yeah, if she
But if she does
purchases
separate transactions, yeah, then. Lydia, do what, love?
I don't see a troll.
Lydia says, "What are you making?" I'm weaving some different examples of European 4-in-1. To demonstrate in a tutorial I'm going to shoot this afternoon for this month's Patreon craft-along kits. Holy crap! Not Amused says, I got robbed Saturday, Sunday morning. My 55-inch got stolen. So scared and livid. We slept 10 feet away from the idiot while he was here. Holy smokes. Is everybody okay? Oh my gosh. D says, make a small storage unit for the kiln and run new power to the shed. Would be cheaper than renting. Yeah, that's an idea. That is an idea. We could kick the chickens out of the shed in the back. Definitely an idea. Rhea asks, do you know a good source for pagany charms? I really like a lot of the charms that are available on Etsy, but a lot of it is just the symbolism that you're kind of going for. But yeah, in general, I know that you can get some ultra inexpensively off of AliExpress, that a lot of Etsy retailers will just order from AliExpress and then redistribute. That way it'll get to you faster. But also Amazon. But it's really hard to beat just kind of hand making them yourself or assembling them, because a lot of it can be the aesthetic or the symbolism more than like specifically being something. And I think that goes for any kind of religious symbolism. It's going to speak more to your customers and clients and to yourself if you make it yourself. Whether it's like a chainmail cross or a 6-pointed star or, a naked lady statue, whatever you're into. Deborah says, do you know a good place to purchase jump rings in bulk? Chainmail Joe on Amazon is my favorite for anodized aluminum, but also the Ring Lord. They're just, honestly, their prices are pretty hard to beat. It can still get pretty expensive, though. If you're going to be doing a lot of it, I really recommend a ringinator. And just kind of coiling and cutting yourself, or for yourself, rather. Because, it costs us about $600 to set up our ringinator, but with the amount of rings that were purchasing to create our costumes, it paid for itself in 3 months. It had offset the what we would have spent to have purchased the rings that we had made. Spirit says, how are you guys doing today? We're doing great, Spirit. Have you heard anything about Amazon Handmade? Just looking for other platforms for my store. I have, but I honestly have, it's been about 6 months since I've heard anything, but last I heard was not very good. Honestly, I personally am going to Etsy because they're an established platform, and it doesn't feel like a money grab. On the Facebook business, it just feels like a money grab. It feels like Facebook is like, hey, give us money and we'll promote your business and we'll, take a chunk of your sales and, but I don't know, whereas Etsy, they were here before it was cool. But it's a platform that wasn't designed around social media or around, selling stuff for as cheap as possible. It's, it feels a little bit classier to me, I think, than whenever I go into the Amazon Handmade. I don't feel like they let you connect with the creator as much. Teresa says, why do you lay your rings down on the table after you close each one? Whenever I'm putting them onto the rings, that way whenever I come through and weave and then close it, I don't know, it just feels faster to me. Or do I close them and then, I don't know. For as much as I weave chainmail, I haven't really, I think I do add in an extra step there, don't I? Because I close it and place it on the table and then, I don't know. It's just what happens. Nicole says, have you ever tried to make dragon eyes with really sparkly nail polish? I've been trying it out for a few days and I'm loving the results. Also trying out different pupil shapes. Right on. I've used some super fine shimmer. Like, it's not metallic. It's definitely like a glittery shimmer. And I really like it. Like, it adds some serious pop. If y'all still make purse charms. How do you mean by purse charms? Like something that would like clip onto like a purse zipper or? Okay, so here you can see the same weave and the same number of rings, but in 2 different ring sizes. So they're both 11 rings. And now I'm gonna make one with this gauge, but this ring size. Right on. Well, hey, Carlene. I'm glad you're enjoying what we're up to. Ooh, I have actually never ordered from Lewis and Company. What size of what? I'm not sure what you're asking, Dee. What? I just looked up and what? Let's keep it relatively PG-13 with some like a few random F-bombs. You alright?
Yeah.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, dangle purse charms. Oh, well, I guess technically a lot of our pendants could just be used as that anyhow. But I don't know if I've ever made any specifically. Oops. There we go. So now to get a nice good closure on the rings. So I think this is going to make a really tight, like I actually haven't woven with this ring size before. I was just like, sure, that should work. Excuse me. But yeah, so this is a 16 gauge 3/16. I think this would actually be really good for JPL or spiral chain. I think that would come out looking really nice. I see a lot of tutorials for dice bags. Call me stupid. What the heck are dice bags and what game do they use for and why would somebody want to carry that? Okay, so Denise, there's this thing called Dungeons and Dragons that is quite nerdy. It's like high association with nerd culture, but it is a lot of fun. And oftentimes you're using hecka bunches of dice. Like, give me a moment and I'll actually show you. They also make dice bags, make really cute coin purses for when you're at a Renaissance festival. I'll be right back. Looking for the dice. I think I put them here. There you are. Okay. So these are some of the dice that Randy actually sends some out in his geeky grab bags to his patrons. Is the PG-13 part for the viewers, or it's for the viewers? But yeah, so these are some of the dice that you would use. Just because I know that I'm not exactly like ladylike and like, I don't know, like, no one would ever let me teach in an elementary school, I don't think. Like, um, but yeah, I'm sure that YouTube does, censor some of it, but it's just my own personal preference. It's, because some people, watching this have kids at home, or, if you're stumbling through the internet. I mean, I can just about guarantee this is not going to be the worst thing your kids see on the internet today. But, you know, we try to keep it relatively family friendly, like Shrek level with some F-bombs. It's like if Deadpool were in a Shrek movie, maybe. Um so yeah, so we have the regular, six-sided die, but then we have, D12s, D8s, D4s, the legendary D20s, the 20-sided dice. And so, oftentimes people will have multiple sets, so that they can share with their friends, or sometimes, I know it's all probably straight superstition, but sometimes, that just happened. Sometimes it really feels like you just need to change out dice, because it's like, dang it, if I roll another 3, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be dead, actually, or the character would be. So yeah, and it's just a little bit nicer than just storing them in a thing like this. It's cool factor, and Chainmail's a ton of fun to fiddle with. You like that, Elise? No, it's gone forever. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. But yeah, so those are the dice bag, very loosely explained, I think. Renee says, here in Vegas, it's the big thing. The more sparkle the purse charm has, the quicker they sell. Huh, right on. I had no idea. Yep. Okay. But I personally actually prefer, if I have a bag, if it were chainmail, I'd want it to be lined. Just to keep from scuffing up the resin that the dice are made out of. There are some really nice, like, gemstone dice on the market. Some solid, like, cast metal ones have a nice thunk to them when you roll them. It's basically D&D's just like play pretend for grown-ups with some more rules and an excuse to play with miniatures for me. Like, 100%. Okay, I really hope that this weaves well. Y'all just yelling Shrek lyrics. So I can never type properly. I was singing in my head as well as typing. Okay, I need 2 more rings. And then also, I wanted to ask y'all, one of y'all had very generously sent me some cabochons to wire wrap. This is your handwriting. Well, I'm using one today in this piece. I wanted to do like a 2-sided pendant with the Seed of Life charm. And I was going to do like some wire wrapping or something. But if you sent me this, let me know so I can thank you proper. Oh boy. Have you ever used bugs in resin? I made some necklaces out of dead moths, and they turned out super beautiful. Ooh, I haven't, though. I've really wanted to. Like, we'll get, like, some different, moths that, or butterflies that have reached the end of their life cycle, just laying, like, kind of dead in the garden. And I wanted to salvage their wings and, like, set them in resin. Did you use UV resin, or did you use like a 2-part? Super curious on that one. It's a seed of life, I think is what a lot of folks call it. And then this one over here's, it's very, very similar to a six-pointed star. That shape is repeated quite a bit throughout nature. Flowers and whatnot. There we go. Okay. Let us see if this will work, because if not, I'm going to feel like a jerk. Oh boy, that's pretty snug. Okay. Ooh, it seems like it'll work. I'm going to have to open them up a little farther than I'm used to, though. Yeah, this is quite snug. Oh, it's going to be so pretty, though. Mom's skitty. Oh my gosh. Let's get more questions going. I feel like I'm just sitting here. Hey Diane, how's it going? Excuse me. Denise asks, do you think the Byzantine pattern is the best one to start with? I actually, whenever I'm teaching classes, I usually start people off with spiral chain. It gives you a lot of practice with opening and closing rings. It's pretty easy, like it's quick once you get going, and it can help you build up your kind of eye plier coordination, like brain plier coordination, before trying a trickier weave like Byzantine. Though some people take to it, I mean, immediately, whereas other folks, like, you know, it just makes their eyes cross. So, could you make a tutorial on how to line a chainmail bag like a dice bag? Yes, I will do that. Definitely, I will do that. So you can see this is coming out much denser, but this is the texture that I really like my chainmail at. Just it feels quite solid. Hey, Ton. Gosh, it's been a minute. How have you been? Diane, we are making some different, it's all the same weave, but different, I'm exploring the variety, like the variation in ring sizes, to have examples made for a tutorial later, or a tutorial that I'll be shooting later today. Oh no, my eyes will go haywire trying to focus on the patterns. I actually go completely out of focus when I weave chainmail. Like in general, like once I get it down, like the kind of muscle memory and like the pattern, like I'll look at it enough to see where it goes, and then it's almost like weaving with my glasses off. I'm that out of focus. And then I feel with my fingers to check my closures. Ooh. Right on, Sparkies. Yeah, I don't even think I've tried the sweet pea weave. It looked scary. Bye, Carol. Thanks for popping in. So there we have, you can see 3 different weaves. In the same weave pattern, rather, or 3 specimens in the same weave pattern, but done in 3 different ring sizes. So these 2 actually have the same inner diameter, but the thicker wire gauge that the rings were made out of made it a much denser weave. Let's see if we can. Oh, it looks like a regular bright aluminum got mixed in on that one. But yeah. But I do love that nice, dense, just silky, solid chainmail. Like, this stuff is thick with 2 C's. Like, and it actually, goes quite stiff also once you fold it over. But yeah, we'll be shooting a tutorial on this later today. It does. It really does. So, whew. Do y'all mind turning the air on in there? Sorry, it's quite warm in here. Kira, having these bent nose pliers make a huge difference for me. I do make sure to get them flat nose and with the box hinge, as opposed to, like, I try to have all my pliers, they're going to last a lot longer and be a lot more solid for you with a box hinge. Christy says, is this the weave you use for bezels? This is not. For bezels, I use the half Persian 3-in-1, that I don't think I have any examples of on hand, but it's very good though. I like that. Look, I do have an example right here actually. No, I don't. That's just some chain bundled up together. Okay. What on earth is this? Oh, that's cool. Hey, I found it. This is a ring that I had made out of epoxy sculpt. Did you see the chainmail quilt that Alcino clients made for charity on Instagram? No, I didn't, but that sounds really cool. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit more sanding up, I think, but I was going to try to electroform it. Because it came out, like, really, like, thick. But yeah, I don't know. Experimenting. I'd like to, one day, get into lost wax casting. And so I wanted to practice a little bit, but I think it'd be easier with wax, maybe. I don't know. Where do you get your cogs from? Usually Amazon, I think. Now these guys I actually got from Amazon. These little charms. Okay, flipped around so that we can hang out a little bit more before we go. Because we are going to be doing probably, gosh, just some leatherworking this afternoon with Maddie. So that'll be good. Okay, so we've got about 8 more minutes in the stream. So if you guys have more questions, be sure to pop them over to me. You mentioned the other day that your necklace chain from the Ring Lord, says Melissa, and I think Fire Mountain also, is the chain enameled like parawire so it won't turn your neck green. Fire Mountain Gem is very straightforward about saying when it is and when it isn't. The Ring Lord, some of their stuff doesn't tarnish on me, and some of it does. So I kind of just take that with a grain of salt. I like their enameled steel, I think, is what it is. That holds up pretty well. I saw something the other day about metal clay that can be cured with a heat gun, no kiln needed. Really? Now that's something else. Like, for sure. All the different inlays we together were awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out. Then it's most likely I'll have more or less the same amount of trying to make wedding jewelry for my wedding in September. Ooh, what do you have, like a theme or a color scheme or like a gemstone type picked out? Or that's so exciting. Whew, my battery wore off. I have, Beth. I have. We had 2 packages from Jim, and then some very lovely molds in the mail. Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest. Golly, what a day. I got the bezel on Amazon. I can't remember the store name though. I just searched like Seed of Life charm, and then they had like a pack of 10. Also, some shameless plugs real quick. We have this necklace up for sale on Etsy. I just posted these really cool, don't know if I'm going to make more of them, it depends on if you guys like them or not, copper, like a crescent and full moon, like models. You can make like a necklace out of it, or like hang it from your rear view mirror. You can put stuff in it. Ooh, that one needs some wax on it still, but you could put all sorts of stuff in there, like other crystals, or like rocks, dirt. I don't know, rice, cooked rice, fried rice. I wouldn't do that. Don't put cooked food in there. I cannot be held responsible if you put cooked food in there. But with beautiful quartz crystals up on them. Those are up on our Etsy. We also have, I think, one more of these. This pendant up on our Etsy store, which is about that size. It's a pretty good size for wearing, I think, for like a statement piece. As well as more dud boxes, because oh man, you guys, I messed up like 200 cabochons and they need a new home. So it's like $5 for 5 cabs. And then for international folks, I know shipping's more, but we do slip in some extra cabs for you to try to offset the balance. So Randy's favorite color is like a dark metallic cobalt blue, and shoe size 11. Keep forgetting to highlight your name. I'm looking for Larmar cows because I'm wearing a blue dress with Celtic designs on it. That's going to be beautiful, but expensive. Larmar is pretty expensive sometimes. What were the name of the cogs you're using on the new cab you were sent? Seed of Life. SEED of LIFE. It's that little kind of pattern. Like there's another one that I used, this one, which was quite like almost plain in comparison, but I really liked it as the back of a like a donut bead. So I thought that was ended up being pretty cool. But yeah, so we've got all sorts of stuff up on Etsy. We've got those dud boxes. We will be doing a giveaway of, I'm not sure yet. Probably a chainmail bracelet, because I'm probably going to have a couple of those on Thursday. So to participate in our giveaway, be sure to leave a comment on this video after the live stream's over. But I've got to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to go a little bit early today. But we will see you guys in Thursday's live stream and over on Patreon and Instagram and all that. So until next time, guys, happy crafting and thanks for hanging out with me. Bye. My favorite color is green, Millie. Bye.